I'm Toy Hunter.
I love it.
I'm heading to Mississippi.
Holy Bat Cave. Transformer fan, right?
Just a little bit.
How cool is that? I have to have this.
60 apiece.
175.
$1,500.
$1,500. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm Jordan Hembrow. They call me the Toy Hunter.
Oh, man. This is where you've been hiding everything.
I've been collecting and dealing toys for over 25 years.
Oh, I was having a little toy-gasm.
I scour the country, and I dig deep.
Do you know how much I can get for this?
Whoa.
Out of a box of junk.
If there's a fortune hidden in your toy chest,
I just touched a $17,000 toy.
I'll find it. These may be toys, but this ain't child's play. I'm in Mississippi.
The Magnolia State is a great place to hunt toys.
Remember that cuddly teddy bear you grew up with? It got its name in 1902, right here in Mississippi, after President Theodore Teddy Roosevelt refused to kill a black bear while on a hunting trip.
But today, I'm not hunting bear, I'm hunting toys.
My first stop is this guy named Mark. He supposedly has 2 storage units overflowing with toys. This could be a gold mine.
Enter at your own risk. My name is Mark. I have 2 storage units that are full of collectibles that I'm trying to purge. Here you go.
How much of this is for sale?
Everything you see.
Look at this.
Oh, it's heavy.
It's awesome.
This is the Mattel X-15 Batmobile, 1966. The X-15 takes its name from NASA's rocket-powered aircraft. Appropriately enough, it was developed by an actual missile designer named Jack Ryan. That was before he became Zsa Zsa Gabor's husband, number 6, and head of R&D at Mattel. See your little bat turbine engine right here.
All right, all metal safety belt. Look at that.
And these are always missing.
It was like a really cool pedal car with one joystick, and you'd turn it, and it would rotate the back wheels. It's on high rev.
Okay.
And I love it.
Still revs.
Would you be willing to sell something like that?
Thinking about 175.
I could do 150 on it,
150.
and I'd feel good about it, but I'd want you to feel good about it, too.
Well, let's split 175 and 150. 163.
What are you, an accountant? Okay.
All right, let's do it.
You gotta be kidding me.
This is gold. Nothing beats Mego. These are the toys that you had when you were a child?
Yes, that's when I was in there in kind of rough shape.
You played with all of them, and you kept the boxes?
Yeah.
Good for you.
In 1972, Mego secured the rights to both DC and Marvel Comics characters, launching the world's greatest superheroes line. Today, they go for big bucks, but collectors want them to be mint in the package.
I have a lot of the different characters, varying degrees of condition.
These 2 boxes are in great shape. What were you thinking for the pair?
60 apiece.
It's close. We're close. Would you do 50 each?
Yeah, for 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now we do the rest of them.
You've got all these great dolls, but every one has a little something wrong with them.
This one's missing a hand. The box is missing the top
tab.
Missing his cellophane.
She's missing one glove.
Smell her. I'm smelling for mold. Name a price for all 5 of these.
$100 bill.
Really?
20 apiece.
I would love to walk away with them for $100, but they're worth more than that. How about we do 200?
200.
200.
You're the man. I appreciate that.
Okay. 1 box down, 100 to go.
Found some old tin toys.
Fully pressed tin, and the graphics are really bright. United States, is a space capsule.
The Japanese toy company Horikawa made this tin space capsule toy in the early 1960s.
You've got batteries over
Let's
there?
try.
If it works, I'm going to be excited. All right, ready?
Here we go.
1, 2, 3. He stops, everything opens up. Perfect. Look at that.
How much you want on something like this?
Yeah, I don't have any idea.
How about 40 bucks?
How about 40 bucks? Let's go for it. Thank you, Jordan.
Oh, are you kidding me?
60s lunchbox.
This is the classic Batman from the TV series,
Right.
made by Aladdin Corporation, one of the leading lunchbox manufacturers back in the 60s. Full graphics.
He's saving a kid from a burning building. You can't get more heroic.
If you got the thermos, we may have hit a home run.
All right.
Oh,
These old thermoses have the glass liner. And if you dropped it on the bus and the glass liner went in a million pieces,
Yep.
This glass liner's intact.
I had glass thermoses, and they broke all the time. So pretty soon, you're coming home, and all of a sudden, you got chugga, 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 chugga. You feel like you're making a martini. These lunch boxes, in perfect condition, they'd probably go for upwards of $400. They were metal. They do have considerable amount of rusting. I can probably take a really fine grit sandpaper and just carefully sand off a little bit of surface rust.
Sure. 65?
You got a deal. Thank you. Thank you.
What's
Thank
the
you.
deal, then? Hey, don't pass that white box up. There you go.
Oh, this fires caps. Mattel, 1966. It's a bat. It's a bomb. It's a bat bomb. Reel those paper caps through there, and you jerk it back, and it would snap the caps.
Like a slingshot.
I'm sure kids probably started throwing them at each other after a while, too.
Probably.
The history of cap guns begins at the end of the Civil War. Demand for guns dropped off, so gun manufacturers actually took tiny amounts of gunpowder and turned them into toys. Over the years, toys ranging from the Bat Bomb to the Thunder Punch He-Man used caps to give their toys an added bang. Do you have any idea what you'd be interested in selling it for?
I don't know. You think $45 or $50?
I'd be more comfortable at around $30.
Yeah, I'll take 30.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Broom. This was done in 1963. You strapped it on your bicycle, and it sounded like a big hot rod. You'd have a little key that you'd put on, and then this thing would...
Sounds like a real engine.
You can tell it's Mattel. It sounds swell.
You'd wake the neighborhood.
This packaging is absolutely trashed.
It's in a rough shape, but it's original.
If it was perfect, I'd buy 100 of them from you.
Right.
These are the toys I wanted when I was a kid. You were like chock full of surprises.
There's the Batcave.
Made by Ideal, 1966.
Exactly.
Not only is it a Batcave, it's a carrying case. You have the Bat Lab. Here's the computer console. Here's the Batmobile. It's so rare to find these pieces intact.
A lot of times the kids would tear these out.
That's very, very thin plastic. And right here, this is so cool.
Batmobile entrance right there.
When did he ever really let Robin drive the Batmobile? How do you feel about, let's say, $40?
50 sounds better.
50 sounds better?
Uh-huh.
You were really good to me on a lot of other stuff. I will pay you $50.
$50.
Can we keep going?
Yeah. Want to dig some more?
Beware of boxes hidden under desks. In Mississippi, digging for toys in Mark's storage unit. It's heavy, it's awesome. And I may have just found something great. You didn't tell me you had these. You didn't even hint that you had these.
The magnetic 12-inch Mego, Batman and Robin.
Man, oh man. Mego Corporation introduced the magnetic version of the dynamic duo in the late 70s. He had magnets on his hands and his feet, and they would stick to almost any metal surface.
That's right.
So you can simulate him climbing. These are tough to get.
And the Batman is autographed.
Adam West was the original Batman from the 1960s. He even did a little doodle of a bat here. How cool is that?
That's right. You can't get more classic than that.
To a Batman collector, you're getting the best of both worlds. Batman signed Batman.
And, right.
To a toy collector, it's a little different story. A lot of real diehard collectors look at this as if you're defacing the packaging.
So you got two schools of thought.
Before we go any further, are these things you want to sell?
I've got some other, Adam West autographs, so I can part with that one.
Okay. Oh, fantastic.
So maybe
Thank you.
make somebody else happy.
I'm not going to go for one. I'm going to go for the pair.
I'd say $275 a piece.
Okay. I will counter at $225. That's $450 for the pair.
Let's, how about $250 a piece?
$250 a piece. $500 total? I absolutely will.
You got a deal.
Mark's storage unit was an amazing start to my trip. I picked up a series of Mego's World's Greatest Superheroes action figures that totals $300. I should be able to make $200 off that lot. I bought that Horikawa space capsule for $40, and with a little maintenance, I can probably sell it for $80. And then I hit the treasure trove of Batman toys. I spent $800, and I hope to sell them for $1,500. But first, it's off to my next stop in Mississippi. Kenny is a huge toy collector. He's got like a transformer in his yard. This guy drives Bumblebee.
How you doing?
Kenny?
Yeah.
I'm Jordan.
I'm Kenny. I've been collecting comics and toys for well over 30 years.
Wow.
I always thought it'd be awesome to have a video game in your house.
Very awesome.
I get that a lot.
This is a toy room, man. Kenny's what I call a display shelf guy.
Ran out of space, really.
He knows his toys better than the average person. That could make buying from him a challenge. And I see Transformer, 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 Transformer. I'm just taking a shot in the dark. Transformer fan, right?
Just a little bit.
How many you got?
About 1,500.
What drives someone to collect 1,500 Transformers?
Back in 1985, my parents got divorced. I kind of needed something to escape from reality, so I bought Wind Charger. From him spawned all this.
My favorite?
Soundwave. He was actually one of my first bigger Transformers.
The arms tuck back, then the legs, they fold up. And the head pops down. Transformers was one of a wave of television cartoons centered around a toy. That became possible only in 1983, when federal regulators allowed entire shows to be based around a toy. This is a cool toy.
It's not done yet. Can you open that up?
Most Transformers turn into vehicles, but there are a few exceptions, like Blaster, the boombox, Perceptor, the microscope, and Soundwave, the tape deck. Kenny, would you take 20 for this?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you. This is cool.
Okay.
This is the stuff that I go after. Classic Kenner Superpowers line. In 1984, the Star Wars action figure line was trailing down in popularity, so Kenner introduced a brand new action figure line based on classic superheroes from DC Comics. Superman and Batman and Robin and Green Lantern and Wonder Woman. The line was extremely, extremely popular.
You just get more and more collectible.
This is unpunched. This hanger hole was never on a store shelf.
Yeah.
In my world, this adds value. What would you like on something like this?
$60.
I probably couldn't pay you 60 on it.
Okay.
Okay. 45?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah? I usually prefer to dig around in attics and basements, but sometimes collectors like Kenny have things you just can't find anywhere else. This is Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
This was done by Sideshow Collectibles, one of the leading statue manufacturers right now. The clothing is real clothing. Yeah. There is so much research and design that goes into how does the fabric going to look on the statue. He's got his little hat with him, too. Mm-hmm. The head is intricately sculpted. Look at all the detail with his burns. And it's numbered on the bottom. They only did 2,000 of these.
Yeah.
I have to have this. I mean, really, he is one of my favorite baddies.
I'd like to get about 175.
How about 150?
Yeah, I can do that.
Do you want to shake on it?
That's all right.
You collect He-Man, too? All right, it's playtime for me. It's filled.
Some of the old He-Man figures.
I love the package stuff.
I like taking them out and playing with them.
This is Webster with his little grappling hook. This is a classic spout. He was almost like a fireman. Man-y faces. It was a play on the term many faces. Mm-hmm. Hey, what's up? You having a good day? No, I'm having a bad day. These toys are in good condition, but they're all fairly common. Remember Merman? He was like the aquatic bad guy. I'm looking for something really special. Oh. I knew you were hiding something on me here. I'm here in Mississippi on the hunt for action figures and superhero toys. This is a toy room. Kenny's got a super cool toy collection, and I think I just stumbled on a rare find. Oh. I knew you were hiding something on me here. Vintage. In the package. Cyclone.
Cyclone, use your whirling powers.
Cyclone is a character in the He-Man Masters of the Universe franchise. He was the fist-flying tornado. He can whip up a tornado by twirling his body at super fast speed. You might not remember him from the original 80s cartoon series since he only appeared in it twice. It's in really, really good condition. The colors are still bright. It's relatively flat. The bubble is still really clear. Is this something you would be willing to sell?
I'm not sure how much they're usually worth right now.
Okay, I mean, they do go for about 70 to 80. Yeah. I'd be more comfortable at around probably about $40.
What about 60?
Let me point out one other thing here. Cyclone has a really cool, like, cosmic sticker on his chest. Yeah. This one is missing. The glue dried off. Yeah. The sticker popped off his chest, landing behind his head.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? It shouldn't be here. It should be here.
Ready to go 45?
Yes. Yes, I would go 45. Right. So far, my trip down south has been really successful. I feel like I'm 12 again. I picked up a Transformer Soundwave for $20, and I hope to sell it for $40. I spent $45 on a Kenner Superpower Superman, unpunched, and I know a buyer who will pay $100.
and Cyclone cost me $45. I can turn him around for $60. With these and the other toys that I bought, I could stand to make a few $100. It's time to see Jason, a guy I hear is a bat fanatic. Jason.
Jordan.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother? I'm Jason, and I am the biggest bat fan you will possibly ever meet.
Wow. Holy Bat Cave.
Wall-to-wall Batman.
You're in here reaching Batman Nirvana. You're sort of like the Dalai Lama of the Batcave.
Bat Llama, we'll call it.
I love this print by Bob Kane.
It's beautiful. As the creator of Batman, the father of Batman.
He's Batman's daddy. Bob Kane created Batman in 1939 for DC Comics after their success with the now iconic Superman. He said his influences were Zorro, a flying machine with bat wings, and the 1930 film, The Bat Whispers. Would you ever think about getting rid of it?
129 were made. It's just one of those priceless, irreplaceable pieces that you don't come across every day.
I'd be willing to pay $1,500 for this print, but there are more finds to be had, like Giganta, a Wonder Woman villain that has the ability to grow in size.
Giganta is the holy grail of the DC Collect and Connect.
Collect and Connect figures are put out by DC, but they come unassembled.
I am the Hannibal Lecter of the collector world.
6 different action figures were packaged with an extra body part that could be used to build Giganta. Collect all 6 and Giganta could be complete.
Many collectors who are building her are looking for the head
and the waist.
Those are the 2 pieces that are the hardest to find.
I got a thing for tall redheads.
If I do end up selling, people are paying upwards to $150 for her.
To me, Giganta's worth $75. I understand if you're a little too attached to sell it for that.
Am I that attached? Not that attached.
So we've got a sale?
Yes.
This is a great find, but I want to get my hands dirty. Oh, man. Cave number 2.
These bins will be what you're looking for.
After touring his Bat Cave, now it's time to dig through Jason's Bat Garage. Batman driving a monster truck. It's really cool. A little too new. Very, very cool, though. Not a lot of people know Batman had a dog. And his dog wore a cape, and his dog fought crime, too.
Back in the campy days. That is the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Man-Bat.
This is one of Batman's arch enemies. Collectors love when they come with really funky packaging.
Oh, yeah.
This is cool. It's a shipping crate.
And a special action feature when you open the wings up.
That's really cool. Corgi Batmobiles, they're not terribly old. I really don't consider them vintage, but they're highly collectible when you have the full set. UK-based Corgi Toys has a long history of making Batmobiles. This series commemorates the changing style of the vehicles over the decades.
I am missing the 80s and I believe the 50s.
If you had the whole set, that's something I would have really been interested in.
Right.
But I would buy the 60s and the 90s for $20 a piece.
I could see myself parting with it for $50.
Oh, you make my job difficult. For $50, you got a deal. Last box.
Is that one heavier?
You're killing me. I'm in Mississippi checking out Jason's Bat Cave. Oh, man. And this is something you don't find every day.
The Takara Japanese Microman series.
These were sold exclusively in Japan by Takara Corporation.
They were the most articulated Batman you could find.
You can get them in like really funky poses that you couldn't do with normal action figures. Takara was a Japanese toy company founded in 1955. The name literally means treasure. And these action figures definitely fit that description. They feature interchangeable hands and articulated joints. They came with all these accessories, batarangs, and whips. What is that thing, anyhow?
A purse.
So it is a bat purse?
Bat purse, yes.
Okay.
Her lines, her batarangs are all in there.
If I got one, it would be cool. But the fact that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, it's like a complete collection.
Exactly.
I love them. Can you do $50?
60.
55.
55.
It's a bad shape. I'm leaving with Mattel's DC Universe Collect and Connect Giganta action figure for $75. I hope to sell it for $110. I paid $50 for a pair of Corgi Batmobiles. As part of a complete set, they'll be worth $90. And I got 4 Batman Universe figures from the Takara Microman line for a cool $55. As popular as these are, I can probably sell the set for $110. Combine those with some of the other toys I bought, and the potential profits are at least $300.
I had a great time in Mississippi and picked up some amazing toys. But you know, it's only a good trip if I'm actually able to sell some of the stuff. So I'm back in Jersey, and I think I may have just found the right buyer. To the Bat Cave.
What do you got? Whoa. My name is Giancarlo. My dad turned his own home studio into the Bat Cave.
So I figured because your dad lives in the Bat Cave, he might want his own little Bat Cave. You don't look impressed. All right.
Not exactly what I was looking for.
This is done by Aladdin. It's the original lunchbox they did. Full metal with a thermos. Do you know how rare these things are? It was more of a display piece. Like you put in this display cabinet? No. All right.
Yeah.
You want better? I found something so awesome. I almost didn't want to give it to you.
Let's see it.
Okay. These are 12-inch magnetic Mego dolls from the 1970s.
I've heard about these. These are pretty rare, aren't they?
I've been doing this 25 years. I've only seen 2 of these.
Wow. Autographed by Adam West?
Yeah, I thought you'd like that, man.
Wow. How much are these gonna run?
These 2 dolls, sealed. Normally, they would sell for about $1,300 to $1,400. Because it's your dad's birthday, and I want to keep you as a longtime client and a friend, I'm going to sell them to you for $1,000. Okay? You think your dad's going to be happy?
I think he's gonna love it.
Okay. Don't open them, okay? I made a major sale that made my trip down south a success. This is why I love